The title of this video will be the LB Crew, which stands for the Legally Blind Crew.
We are students from all over California. We spend half our day at Kennedy High School and half our day at California School for the Blind in Fremont.
The first section of this video is called Who We Are.
My name is Roberto Tulano. I'm in 10th grade, 16 years old. My favorite sports are soccer, wrestling, track. Now I just started using an ID cane an ID cane is just to show the public that I'm visually impaired, and to me it's pretty simple to navigate around the school. It's not that hard. Safety to me it means to make sure to be careful around others and yourself, and not to get hurt.
My name is Laura. I'm 16 years old. I have retinitis pigmentosa, and I live in Fairfield. And on my spare time, I love to read. I read print, large, and regular. And my favorite authors are Stephanie Meyer, Daniel Steele, Anne Rice. When I'm at the Kennedy campus, I look out for myself and for the people who are around me, and swerve around the obstacles.
My name's Andrea. I'm 15 years old, and I'm in the 9th grade. My eye condition is called glaucoma. I like to do track. My favorite subject is math. I use a cane when it's dark and when I feel that if I'm at a store or a crowded place, I feel like I can't get around people, I use it. Sometimes I just use it, I just have it with me, I don't necessarily use it. So I use it as an ID cane. Not a lot of people or kids know that I have a visually impairment at Kennedy. Well, when I use my cane, I actually do feel safe. It lets me know if there's steps or a pole.
My name is Olivia Margetic. I am 16 years old. I'm a junior at Kennedy High School, and I have congenital toxoplasmosis. I have no vision in my left eye and only peripheral vision in my right eye. I also have nystagmus. And things I like to do, I like kayaking and singing and being outdoors and hanging out with friends. I am not comfortable telling people that I have a visual impairment. I've been able to travel independently for a really long time, probably since I was about maybe 4 or 5. I don't really know how I do it. My parents always sort of have me, they don't want to help, they don't like to help me. I have to do it on my own, so walking, I'll walk behind somebody so I know what direction I'm going in, and sometimes I use my feet to make sure that levels aren't changing, and I ask for help if I need help going places, like directions or something. I don't have friends within the mainstream, with the kids at Kennedy. I just sort of keep to myself.
I'm Peter. I'm 18 years old. I'm a junior at Kennedy High School. I have an eye disease called retinitis pigmentosa. So I like to go swimming and I like to go hiking where I live around Turkey. I want to go to college and I want to be an English teacher. The concerns I have about Kennedy's campus are when I'm walking around the campus, there are usually a lot of people and you have to try to get from one place to another, and it's very hard to do that sort of sometimes, even with a cane. Usually people, when they see you with a cane, they run away, or they jump out at you, or they pull themselves away from you, or they scream or yell or something. It's weird. But when a person has an eye condition that is progressing worse, they should use their cane as soon as possible so they can get quickly acquainted with it.
My name is Alex Hernandez. I am visually impaired. I have glaucoma, and I had many surgeries done to my left and right eye. I was born in Mexico, and I like to play soccer. That's my favorite sport. Yeah, with me, I have a lot of friends because I've been there for 3 years now. And my first year, of course, I didn't have as much. But now that I'm a junior, I have a lot of friends that know me already. The way I do it, I don't act really shy around people. I like to, talk and open myself up and, say things to them or whatever, and not really feel sorry for myself that I'm visually impaired or I'm blind. Just, accept who you are and they'll accept you too.
In the second section, we interviewed our teachers.
We are at our Braille class interviewing our Braille teacher, Ann Gillis. What is your visual impairment and have you had it your whole life?
I was born 2.5 months premature, and so I weighed 2 pounds at birth, and that caused a condition called retinopathy of prematurity.
Why do you use a guide dog instead of a cane?
Traveling totally blind was pretty scary to me, and I took lessons again so that I could be really good at crossing streets without running into cars and stuff like that. And I just knew that traveling with a guide dog had to be a little easier than traveling with a cane, and plus having a guide dog to help you kind of made me feel safer. And the other real safety issue was that when I was traveling with a cane, I'd have a lot of people coming up to me asking weird questions or saying things that weren't very nice. And with a guide dog, that's been really cut down a whole lot. I don't have people ask me, a lot of people are scared of dogs, but they don't approach me the same way as they used to when I carried a cane or used a cane. And so I like that a lot better. And of course, traveling to me with a guide dog, it's a lot of work keeping care of a guide dog, but it's a lot easier to go from A to B with a guide dog. Of course, you can't say, take me to Albertsons, but you still have to know the route and be able to cross and tell the dog when to cross the street.
Thank you very much, Anne, for taking your time out of fourth period to let us interview you for this movie that we're making.
It was my pleasure.
Hi, we're here with the CSB music teacher, Mr. Wayne Siligo. And so we're here to ask him some questions about himself being a blind person. Mm-hmm. Mr. Siligo, when did you find out that you had problems with your eyes?
Well, Alex, I think first was when I was just a little boy. I used to take some friends from an Indian reservation next to my folks' home up in Klamath, Northern California. Used to take them to the movies on Saturdays and the matinee. And when I would go in, they'd recognize all their friends and everything inside, and I couldn't see the other people. And I didn't realize at that time I had no night vision. My night vision was not up to snuff, so to speak. So that's when I knew something was wrong.
What kind of techniques did you use before and now to get around see or something like
I
that?
didn't use a cane, Alex, until I was well up into my 20s. I'd say about 26, 25 years old. I was like so many young men who have vision problems that don't like to use a cane because they don't want people noticing them. They don't want, they think, I used to think like so many people did that using a cane was kind of like a sign of weakness, or I have something wrong with me necessarily.
How did you get the support from teachers or family?
I did, for those that I was honest enough to let them know I had a problem.
Myself as a teenager, I handle things different ways, as like if I have a problem when I can't see something. Mm-hmm. You as an adult, as a grown-up, how do you handle things with how people treat you?
Well, Alex, you have to be your own best advocate. You have to have enough confidence in yourself to not ever be afraid to ask or not afraid, but even embarrassed to ask for help. People are cool. People, for the most part, want to help. And when I'm in an airport, I travel all over the world. I've been very lucky in playing music and doing a lot of things, Alex. There's just times when I'll be standing somewhere and excuse me, can anybody, I just let it go, and I'm not embarrassed to do it.